We are live. It's Monday, fun day, everyone's favorite day of the week around Laughing Vikings because it's the day we go live. I'm Lars here at Laughing Viking Studio. Of course, on the other line, we got the BK Broiler, a.k.a. Brandon Knox, a.k.a. Fort Knox. What's up, BK?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Lars. How about you?
Yeah, you are. I'm doing good. We're standing up because this is not one of those podcasts where we just sit at a desk. We stand, we move around, we use the space. Sometimes we get real close. Sometimes we get far away. We do a lot of crazy things here. And we also wear cool shirts. That's one of the cool things we do on the show. It's a tradition. Are you wearing a cool shirt?
Not today. I didn't have a clean one.
Wow. Holy, just world's crashing right here.
I know. I really.
Can I say something? I've known you for, how long have I known you now? About like here, I've known of you and sort of in the business for a few years, but we've known each other closely at Laughing Vikings for maybe 6 months. I'm going to say it, Brandon. This is the first time you've ever let me down. Which is amazing. And everyone, like, I just realized today
should I take my award off the wall? Is that this point? Is that this point right now?
No, you earned that session runner of the session director of the month award, or employee of the month, or freelancer of the month. You earned that. But I'm not saying that it's bad. I think you're amazing. But I was like, wow, he didn't wear an awesome shirt. So for the record, those listening and or watching, usually we're wearing cool shirts. It's just one of the cool things that we do around here. I wear a pizza hoodie. I wear a guitar shirt. We wear shirts with cool slogans. Today, this is in honor, it's kind of blending in the green screen, in honor of St. Patrick's Day. This is my go-to St. Patrick's Day shirt. And people look at me funny. They're like, why are you not wearing a green shirt on St. Patrick's Day, you idiot? This is actually from County Tipperary in Ireland. This is an official hurling jersey, which, if you don't know, hurling is Ireland's national sport. And it's like a weird hybrid of like hockey / lacrosse / rugby. It's like they run down the field with, they have a little wooden stick and they whack a really hard ball. It's almost hard as a baseball. Okay. And they whack it and pass it to each other. But the stick also has kind of an indentation. So you can also carry the ball. You can like scoop up the ball and run with it and just smash guys. And it's very physical.
That sounds exactly like lacrosse.
And then, but it's not. It's because the ball is not in an actual net. It's like you're just kind of bobbing it. But you're allowed like 3 steps with the ball, and then you got to pass it to your buddy. And so they're like knocking this ball, and then they can, from like anywhere they want, midfield, they can just toss it up, and they just give it a huge whack. And there's uprights. There's uprights like a field goal, and I think you get points for that, or you can like actually get it into the end zone. It's really weird. Anyways, look it up. Hurling. This is the St. Patrick's Day jersey. This is my grandfather. Was born in Tipperary, which is a county. So there's a famous song. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long, and we went there and we visited. So this is what I wear every year. So this is my cool shirt. Thank goodness that one of us didn't let the
You're really holding up this podcast by
what if someone was listening and or watching today and was like, oh man, you got to see this show. Here, I want to introduce you to this Laughing Vikings Live. They always wear really cool shirts, and then you just have no cool shirt. But yes. Now I should, in all honesty, our guests, when we bring her on here, we didn't give her the heads up that this is a cool shirt show. So we'll just judge. Maybe she's naturally cool and she showed up with a really cool shirt. Maybe she didn't, but I'm sure it's going to be lovely regardless. But before we bring her on and give her a fantastic introduction, we want to give a little regular shout out segment that we do here at Laughing Vikings. So we're going to hit it with the theme song here, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Here we go.
And...
What's new at LVHQ? What's new at LVHQ? What is new at LVHQ? LVHQ, what's new?
Yeah.
Well, funny you should ask. Very interesting that you mentioned what is new. We have a very, very special development here. And this is different tech. Usually it's like a tech development, like we've got a new camera or a new backdrop, or last week it was the sound booth. It was something fancy like that, or maybe a special promotion. This week it's something a little different, but it's sort of related to the luxury of wanting to up level. That's really a constant thing here. Is we always try to up level Laughing Vikings, but to sort of introduce it to you, it's funny because it tied into a stand-up bit that I do. So we have a clip from my stand-up album, Silly Goose, which I recorded in my hometown a few years ago. It was an amazing show, a bunch of sellout crowd at the Legion. Doesn't get any more Canadian than that. I was at the Legion doing stand-up. But the big announcement here, and I'm sort of holding it as a secret, but the big announcement is related to this clip. So cue the clip, Brandon. This is Bob's Bidets.
Make some noise if you in this room own a bidet. Does the laughter count as the noise?
We are bidetless.
Bidetless. It's a bidetless room, but bidetless in Aurelia. It's like Sleepless in Seattle. I believe we had one. You guys have a bidet? In the last house. Oh, so you used to own a bidet. That's not what I asked, Lois. Come on. So one person used to own a bidet. Okay, I'm going to teach you about bidets. If you've ever been in a bathroom, this is good for you, Bobby. If you've ever been in a bathroom and you walked in and there was two toilets next to each other, one of them is not a toilet. It's to rinse your undercarriage with water. Right. And I want to make sure none of you are confusing a bidet. I am not talking about a cold water bidet. Freudian slip right there. Should we be opening a buffet/bidet business? Come on down to it. It would sort of make sense.
I'll watch him go.
Bobby's Burrito Buffet and Bidet Bar. I think that's what we're doing. Bobby. Where's your wallet? So the actual business is, and here's the reason that I want to do this. None of you said that you had one, but a lot of Europeans, Italian, there's some French people, Portuguese, they have more bidets than bathrooms. It's a weird thing. I don't know if you've ever been in Italian places, Italian person's house. You walk in the door, take your shoes off, wipe your feet, boom, you can clean it right there. Right there. We don't want any dirty butts coming in there. Go to the pantry to get a snack, boom, you can do it right there too. Take out the recycling to the garage, there's one there too. Yeah? So but they've been marketed to, because here's the thing. When's the last time you saw a bidet commercial or heard a bidet commercial on the radio? You've never been flipping through the newspaper, magazine, and boom, there's all kinds of bidet ads. It's not even a thing. Who's selling these things? That's the problem. I don't think anyone is. So we're going to open up a bidet store. I'm going to propose, in your honor, that we call it Bob's Bidets. And Burrito Bar, maybe. We'll add the Burrito Bar later. It's actually very smart, because who needs a bidet more than someone who just hit a big nasty burrito bar? Very smart. Very smart. It's sort of like it's like selling flamethrowers and then selling fire extinguishers right next to each other. It's kind of what it's like. First, I'm going to do the jingle. I think I can sell you solely on the jingle. This is some serious jingle stuff. By the way, if you have a business and you're thinking, ours is really good at this stuff, let's talk afterwards. We'll be moving. Where's Trev? Trev, we'll move more corn than you can ever grow. There is not enough blue paint to paint those shacks. Come on. Not enough. But this is Bob's Bidets. This is just the jingle. Come on down to Bob's Bidets, cause with the bidet you're always rim job ready. Bob's Bidets. Pretty good jingle. And if you're confused / not laughing right now, what you need to do at some point, go home and Google rim job and send me a message and you'll be like, that jingle was so on point, Lars. Here's $20 and my email address. But here's the whole commercial. Hi, I'm Bob, 4th generation owner of Bob's Bidets. That's right, folks. People have been trusting us to keep their butthole clean for over 100 years. And you know why? I said, you know why? Why? It's because down here at Bob's, you just aren't any shitty arse. There are shitty arse. And when you use a bidet from Bob's, we guarantee goddamn to you that butthole will be fit to eat off. That's right, folks. With the Bob's Bidet's clean bum guarantee, if pooper paper's ever sticking, come on down. We'll do some licking. Bob's Bidets. What did you say?
I gotta have 51%.
51%. Sold. For any amount of money.
Yay! That was great, Lars.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm frozen on my end. So these, we're still figuring the tech out here sometimes. And I was like, am I not on? Am I on? Yeah, that's Bob's Bidets. And I still adhere to the fact that is the best bidet jingle you could possibly think of for a bidet company. And if you missed it, it was, come on down to Bob's Bidets, because with the bidet, you're always rim job ready. Bob's Bidets. So the big news here at Laughing Vikings, this is the tech upgrade. We're always up leveling. I've been seeing, and I don't know if you've been seeing these on Instagram or on social media. It's a viral bidet company, not Bob's Bidets, but I wish I had been involved with them. This is called Tushy. See this?
Unfortunately, we can't. I will share a link in our description below for Hello Tushy.
Oh. Am I frozen right now?
Yeah, you are.
Can you hear me? But
yes.
You can hear me. Yes. There we go. Okay. All right. I think now I'm back. But I'm laggy. Am I laggy as F?
You're pretty laggy.
All right. Here. We're going to try something here. Live.
Oh, there we go. There you're back. You're back now.
Am I back in real time?
And then that is a link for anyone that wants to check out Hello Tushy. There it is. There's the box as well.
Here it is. So it's hilarious. It says Tushy, a.k.a. Bumwash, a.k.a. Butt Kisser, a.k.a. Heine Shiner, a.k.a. your new butt buddy, a.k.a. the first bidet of the rest of your life. Stop wiping your butt. Start washing with Tushy. Hello, Tushy. Look at that.
And it just fits on your toilet, Lars?
Yeah, it's like an attachment. There's no extra hardware. It just kind of like screws into the water. I haven't put it together yet, so it's still in the box and ready to be used. But so the big announcement is that next time you're coming to Laughing Vikings and you want to use our bathroom, you are going to be treated to a luxurious spa-like experience brought to you by Hello Tushy. And this is not a paid ad placement. No. I've just heard big things about them, and I love their marketing. I want to show this, and it says how to put this shit together. And then when you finish it on the back, it says, "Yay, you put this shit together."
It's a big celebration.
Yeah. And then there's a little toilet book that they give you to just leave on the back of your toilet for reading. It says, "This number 2 shall pass." Hilarious.
I love that. I love that so much.
It says stuff like there's like history. So I'll just read you the table of contents. How much are you saving with Tushy? So apparently you use way less toilet paper. And some people are like, yeah, but you use water. but it takes way more water in the process of creating toilet paper, like the manufacturing of it and all that stuff, than the little bit that you'd use. So overall, it's way better for the environment. And there's a poop chart. You can analyze your poop with a stool chart.
Cool.
There's bidet myths. Ooh, that's fun. I'm going to go to that. Truth or derriere. Maybe we'll save the bidet myths for when we bring our guests on.
I think we should introduce our guests.
She needs to be part of this. But
yes.
But the bottom line is what's new at LVHQ is we now got a
wonderful bidet.
So maybe you don't even want to do a voiceover. Maybe you don't even have an audition, but you can book an audition session, come just pretend to do it just to use the new Hello Tushy bidet here. So we're going to this is a weird transition. We didn't intend to have this be her. Now she's got to follow a bidet. I don't know. I honestly don't know how
you follow a bidet.
I don't know how you follow a bidet. It's like, it should be like, and that's the end of the show. We're going to go enjoy our bidet. But I'm sure she's going to be fantastic. We got a fabulous guest, so let's bring her on here.
And you want to give a drum roll entrance, Lars?
Yes, but I'm going to give her a proper introduction, so we'll get a nice clip here. You may let me start over. There we go. All right. Our fantastic guest today on Laughing Vikings Live. She is an actor. You may recognize her from The Wedding Planners. You may also recognize her where she played Ivana Trump in a Trump documentary, and she's I'm already blowing it. I had all this. Let me do it again here. I'm going to do it. There we go. I wanted to say one more thing. All right, I'm going to start over. I'm going to back it up. She is an actor. You may recognize her from The Wedding Planners. You may recognize her from You Got Trump, The First 100 Days, the documentary about the Trump life, even before he was as crazy as he was now. Imagine that. She played Ivanka Trump. And she's got an upcoming production called A Beautiful Rush coming out. Please give it up for one of Laughing Vikings' own, the lovely, the fantastically talented Katerina Vitkoff. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Hi, friends.
There we go. That was the longest introduction ever.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I wanted to nail it. I mean, this is live, so we're obviously making mistakes, but then we clip them together and snip them together later. So I wanted to nail it. Yeah, people don't need to know.
Hello, Tushy.
Yeah. How do you think about that? Do you have any comments, thoughts?
Well, I was kind of dying back here. Like, I can't believe I'm following Hello, Tushy. How do I follow a bidet? And then I realized I should say good day.
Good day from the bidets.
Yeah, bidet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a pun saved for later too. So
right. Nice. Jade Leo Robertson of Wildfire feature film says, "Woo!" How many O's was that? That's like 9 O's. That's a lot. Nice. Well,
such a small industry world. Wait, was he cheering me or your new function?
I imagine he was probably cheering both of us. He was probably cheering you and bidets. Now
I love to suggest that people just like book a session just to check out.
Why not? You can book a $49 luxurious poop. Yeah. Well, here's my thinking. Here's my thinking. I mean, you know the vibe here. I like it to be a Hollywood vibe. When you walk in, there's a red carpet with nice stanchions out there. When you come in, there's some Hollywood looking like stuff here. The bathroom curtain is also Hollywood red carpet and lights. Looks really cool. So I figure like everyone's got to have like the top of the class, just
that extra glitz and glamour.
Yeah, you got to have a red carpet poop. That's that's how
Everyone
it works.
Deserves a red carpet poop,
right?
Everyone.
I mean, imagine just how energized you will be for your self tape.
Yeah, you're not going to be thinking, "Oh, my butt feels weird." You never want to be thinking that in the middle of a take.
No, you want to feel fresh.
Yeah, exactly. Guys,
this is great. It's like we're hanging out at Laughing Vikings, but like
right?
Yeah.
I can see your beautiful faces without the masks. I mean, should we just do this from now on?
We can't kick
Maybe.
the ball around though. So.
Oh yeah, we can. Wait.
That's or should we just each get our own ball?
We should each get our own.
Yeah.
It blends in with the background as
Oh,
well.
weird.
Like
Check it out. This is a green. It's a green ball.
Ooh,
Lars,
that's good to know.
Like, Lars, when you were frozen, it was like this crazy hologram because you weren't frozen. You were just Brandon. Were you seeing that?
Yeah, but I was more trying to get the Tushy website up.
But it was great. We could like hear your voice, but you were moving like a weird hologram.
Right.
It was. It was.
I've been taking some movement classes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was actually like, you were just throwing your voice.
Yeah, I want to get I'm preparing myself for roles like Star Trek or on The Expanse, and be like where the breakdown is like the hologram appears on the flight deck, and I'm trying to like this. I don't know. We're figuring it out.
I could see.
Like, wait, like, are you being beamed up by the hull? Like, are you like
maybe
in like that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. How's that? That looks pretty good.
Wow, technology.
What's happening here? What's happening? Yeah. So welcome, Kat. Let's start this the way we always do. It's a tradition. You want to be a part of tradition here at Laughing Vikings Live?
Of course.
All right. So I'm going to set you up for it. Get ready. I'm just throwing you straight under the bus. Take a sip of water. This is good. That's a good thing to do. Loosey goosey, maybe inhale. And I'm just going to throw to it, and you're just going to do it.
Okay.
I throw to it. You just do it. And then Brandon, you know what you do here as well. All right.
Oh, gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, listening to Laughing Vikings Live, we now present Katerina Vitkoff's 1 minute life story.
Woo!
Go.
Okay. Okay. First, I was a star, and then I was a fish that decided to walk out onto land, and then I was a monkey, and then I was born. It's a human, and here I am. And then I made my parents take me to children's television acting school when I was like tiny. My first headshot's like missing teeth and a scrunchie in super 80s. Oh my God, I'm running out of time. So then
you have 38 seconds.
I went through like a super awkward phase and shy phase and didn't act for a really long time. And then I traveled around the world and I went to university for psychology, but something inside of me was like, no, you got to go act. And then I had like this like near death experience. And when I woke up from a coma, I quit my office job. I moved to LA. It was the best thing I ever did. I just absolutely fell in love with the craft and promised myself that I would dedicate my life to my dream. And everything else just kind of fell away. And I went all in. And here I am. And 1 second left. Yay, life.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a great end off there.
That was great. Yay, life. That was awesome.
Yay, life.
Wow. There you have it.
Well,
1 minute.
Weird.
That's a great story. Have you ever done that so fast before?
I've been practicing it for like weeks. No,
she hasn't. We don't tell people that they're going to do the 1 minute life story. That was good. That's weird
to go through your life in a minute and like. You're also what got you here, right?
I knew some of those things. I didn't know that the near-death experience was so closely related to, I'm all in acting-wise. I thought maybe that happened during. So we can talk more about that. Vince Tedesco, shout out Vince. I'm probably butchering his last name, but I know Vince. Vince is one of the hosts of... I'm spacing on it. Inside Jokes on Global and AM. It's the AM. What is it? AM 640? I always mess it up. AM 640. Vince Tedesco. She says, how long did she live in LA? How long did you live in LA?
So I went down for pilot season. I say live because I really like I lived there. Like I went back and forth. I had a room in my friend's apartment there. Like I had an address. I got mail with like my name and address on it. And I was there. I was supposed to go for 3 months, and then I chose to miss my flight back, and I ended up staying another month. It was the best thing I ever did, and ended up doing the Big Sur drive up the coast after Coachella with him. I met a man dressed as a unicorn, and we decided to go up the coast. He was like a lawyer, very dignified man whose photo actually went viral. And he's like, I've got clients that can't see this. He's dressed up as this psychedelic unicorn at Coachella. And I'm like, I'm going to go on an adventure with that unicorn and I'm going to miss my. And we actually both ended up, he was supposed to go back to Miami. I was supposed to go back here, and we kept missing flights on purpose because we're like, this is just, why would we want to be anywhere else?
Oops, missed my flight.
Oops, missed my friend.
Gotta stay in the beautiful mountains. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. It was gorgeous. I digress, but like, it was, I lived here for 4 months, and I go back and forth and just have like a whole second life there. And I feel like that's home. That really feels like it's my place.
Vince says same, and then he put in brackets, similar story, 2005 to 2008, lived in Los Feliz, graduated from Second City, LA.
Nice.
Vince, was there
City, LA there?
Vince, was there a unicorn involved in your story? Because like that, to me, I'm listening to you tell that story like, well, this is a crazy story. You said like, but I digress. And I'm like, no, you're like telling this magical, mystical story of saying yes repeatedly and going this amazing adventure. Vince, there's no way you top that story. So I don't even know where to go from there, but I love that. I love two things. One is that something like that near-death experience was the like seeing your mortality right up close like that, and then realizing, okay, what would I really want to do, or what would you have regretted if you hadn't had the second opportunity, and then you went for it. And then just also the saying yes of, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to go on that adventure. That's huge. Some people never do that, and I feel like you do that a lot.
You got to say yes when everything in your bones is telling you to say yes.
Right.
Yeah, I very much, I mean, I as I, said when I was like little, I made my parents send me to acting school. I just knew that. I went to a place called Children's Television Acting School in Toronto, which I don't think exists anymore. But it was just something that was very intuitive and instinctual for me to follow. And just kind of went through like a super long phase where I didn't feel like, I don't know, like it was possible, or like I was confident enough or lucky enough to get to experience life as a storyteller, as an actor. And then something like I started growing up, and when I was in university, like left because I knew something else was calling me and pulling me in another direction. And I did commit to that at that point. But to be honest, if I didn't have that near-death experience, if I didn't have that, like, I don't know if I'm going to see outside of this hospital again, experience, if I like in waking up from a coma, I promised myself that like I would just commit everything in my life to it. And I don't know if, I'd like to think that I would still have been as committed and passionate about it, but life, as all, as fellow performers, actors know, like it's a really challenging industry. And then you get all these other opportunities like corporate jobs and salary jobs and steady opportunities. And, like I had a love almost move me to Australia, and like I was like, no, I know exactly, like you woke up, you came back, you almost didn't. And like, why you're here. So you got to keep going and trust that. And it just reinforced what I think I always knew. And it made me that much more faith, like I had more faith that it was possible because I was able to kind of bring myself back and still experience this beautiful life. And like anything is possible, I think, if we really, really, if we really have faith and just believe, and the universe will work with you and hear you and respond in its own way. Just like keep the faith. You just have to trust that inner pull. That's that's just guiding you towards your path and your highest path in your journey. And yeah, you guys know all about
Love
that.
it. Yeah, no, we're just letting you rant. You're spitting,
Great.
Kat, you're spitting fire right now on this show. In my head, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be such a good clip. That's going viral as fuck. Like you have such a good story, and I don't know how many opportunities you've had to tell this story, but I feel like the more you tell this story, the more it will really impact people profoundly without them having to almost die.
I did it for you guys. You don't have to go through that.
You almost died for us. Vince, I'm going to shout out Vince here. Vince says, no unicorn, but there was a drunken homeless guy at the corner who I grew to love, and I bought him a coffee every day.
Aww.
Nice.
I had some cats that I visited every day on my way to my grocery store there. There was just like abandoned house, just like dozens of little kittens and cats running around. And that was my like daily little coffee buy. With cat food that I would just drop off for them and like even like slip through the slot. It was I wonder how they are.
Who would have thought that Cat would be a cat lady? Cat lady cat.
My cat is right behind the screen right now.
Do you want to give the cats a little shout out, a little screen time here? I know they're a big part of your life.
Right now he's calm.
Okay.
And chilling. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna.
At one point, we'll just probably see a paw like swat over the camera, or your 100%. Laptop will crash down here. Yes.
100%. Oh my gosh, I had a Zoom audition for. I was about to say what it was, but I signed an NDA. I had a really big Zoom audition for something, and my cat was like, I'm looking at this major casting director the whole time. My cat's just like doing acrobats behind the screen. So like one eye is watching, praying he doesn't make it into the frame.
2021, baby. That's how things roll. It's like how many looks inside. Like I feel like everyone's cats now have been on Zooms before.
And even like a man that claims he wasn't a cat was on Zoom. You had to have seen that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
The lawyer who's like
guy. Right.
Brendan, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh man. It's like, so it was this because everything's on Zoom now. It was this meeting of lawyers and a judge. And the
I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat.
It's exactly what I say.
Amazing.
Yes, I have seen that. It just takes me a couple minutes, you know.
Listen, I got to point something out here. We are bringing people together. We are connecting people, talking about friends in the industry. And then Vince just fires up in the chat, is Kat free tomorrow, 12:30 to 1 p.m. for an interview? Me, you, Dean, and Kat, friendships in the industry episode.
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday, March 16th, or St. Patrick's Day Eve, as I like to call it.
Yeah, I'm free. I am free then.
12:30 to 1
in the afternoon, but that's perfect.
Book it. You see that, people? You show up on a podcast. Next thing you know, you're on the radio, which is also a podcast.
Oh, awesome!
They also podcast.
Cool,
yeah, on Inside Jokes. Yeah, let's do it. We doing it Zoom style. I love that. If you're watching this right now, you'd be like, I got to get on this podcast. Shit happens.
Things are
You're like, yeah.
Vince is also my dad's name, so every time like I'm like, is it my dad? Is my dad?
What? Sorry, no, it wasn't your dad. But
cool name though, Vince. Great name.
It was better. Yes.
I don't know. I'm saying it louder as if he needs to.
Yeah, you got to yell at him. Hey, out there in the internet. Hey, are you on Facebook? And he says here,
understand the concept of podcast.
Inside Jokes airs every Sunday at 9 p.m. on Global News Radio, 640 Toronto, but we'll record it tomorrow via Zoom. Love Sweet. Inside Jokes, and I love Dean. They do a fantastic job showcasing Canadian talent, especially Canadian comedians. And Vince asked, he said, it was funny. Vince said, is she a comedy actress? I would say she's an everything actress. And really, everything is everything. That's something that one of our acting coaches, Tom Todoroff, says is it's not really this is comedy and this is drama. It's life is life, and life has a bit of drama and life has a bit of comedy, and hopefully more comedy than drama.
I like that answer. Everything is everything.
Everything is everything. She's an everything actress. She can do it all. All right, we got to roll into some questions here.
So, Kat, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. What was your first paid gig?
Ooh, my first paid gig officially was through Mandy when I was just doing a bunch of my own stuff and putting it out there for a place called Thornhill Smile Center, and I was the host on their website, and it was this like 6-page welcome to Thornhill Smile Center, blah blah blah, like crazy dental orthotic language that I bombed so hard. I bought myself a pizza after, and like just was so like, I can't believe I just bombed it and like screwed up all those words. And then like months later, they're like, "Hey, we choose you." I'm like, really? Are you sure? That was my
awesome.
first paid one. Yeah, it was great. And then they called me back for another project, some kind of a video for a university. And then, that was my like first official paid gig. But my first ever professional gig through my agent, years later, was a Bud Light Super Bowl commercial.
Interesting.
Boom.
We actually might have a clip of that.
Ooh, we got clips. Where'd we find clips?
We found a clip on YouTube. So maybe let's just play that, and we'll see what the Bud Light living's all about.
Praise the clock. It's Friday. Peace out, work. See you never again, or Monday, whichever comes first. Meet the boys, approach the girls, convince them to join us. Let's play darts, let's play pool. Hey, let's play later. We get rejected and the night officially begins. Catch a ride with this guy. John accidentally sits on his sandwich. The rest of the ride, awkward. Pesos is packed. I knew the bouncer before he was a Neanderthal. Skip the line. Sorry, suckers. Standing room only. I spot sandy-haired freckle face kissing all over my chest with her eyeballs. No time for Bud Lights. More people means less room, so I get closer. She's got friends. I got friends. Group shot with new best friends. Almost go in for a kiss, but don't, because I'm a coward. My crew gets along great with her crew. We collectively decide to own the night. Swing by a house party one of the girls knows about. Party at the table, games on the table. I pray for strip poker, old school 90s dance break, and quality time with my new lady friend. Someone suggests food, Kung Pao right now. Tastes like magic. Impromptu karaoke sounds like a phenomenal idea. I grab a cold Bud Light before kissing sandy-haired freckle face. She kisses me back. We're all off key. We don't care. Boy band awfulness never sounded so good. Grab the mic. This is going to be the best night of our lives. Welcome to Bud Light Living.
Woo!
Wow.
What an intro. That's great.
That was oh my gosh. That was 3 nights of partying compressed into 1 minute.
I was gonna say, like, it seemed like you were in different locations, and then the whole time is just like, okay, pretend you're at a party. Pretend you're at a party.
Oh my god, my cat is at it. If you're smashing and shaking, that's what it is.
And
it's
I should say,
something that's much bigger than him.
Speaking of friendship in the industry, I love it when I see commercials and I spot people that I know, and also Daniel Woodrow, who's an awesome actor and stand-up comic as well. Yeah, he was in there. So you just like got to be driven around town and party all night long. That was 3 days, Kat?
That was 3 days. Sorry, I had to bring Leo into the
There he is.
This is Leo, everybody.
Say hello, Leo. Yeah.
He's knocking my life over, but it's okay because he's so cute.
How old is he now?
So, yeah, sorry, was that?
How old is Leo now?
Leo is 9 months now. He's a big baby, and he gets really excited when people are around, and I think he's feeling the energy of you guys coming into this space.
Nice.
He's getting all hyper. But I digress. Yes. Pardon?
BT Dubs Vince says, I totally remember that commercial.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was everywhere. It was crazy. We didn't know we were filming a Super Bowl commercial when we did it. I just booked Project Beer through Man Casting. What's up, Stephen Mann? You're the best.
Shout out to Stephen Mann and Gloria Mann.
Yeah.
And Marla Mann, the whole Mann family. They're crushing it.
Yeah, just such great humans, and it's always such a great atmosphere when you go into Man Casting. And now their new spot with the fireplace and everything, from what I remember last year, anyways. I booked Project Beer. I didn't even realize that I was going to be like the hero girl on it. And on Day of Wardrobe, they're like, "So you're going to be the love interest," and we're going to go, it was non-union at the time. I was non-union at the time. It was non-union, so we could actually drink too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, were they feeding you real drinks all day?
Yes, yeah. They just had, we had to make sure they were faced and have an option where they weren't faced.
Right.
Oddly, we had to do everything a couple of times with that, and then be responsible, right? Like, and then one of the nights we filmed at, what's it called? The Rolling Stone bar, Stone's Place.
Okay.
Which is like it just unfortunately didn't make it through the pandemic, but it was a Rolling Stones theme bar, and it was one of my favorite like clubs.
Wow.
Toronto. They just played all old classic rock, and it's such just like really cool old vintage furniture, and just like such a good vibe. And we got to film there one night, and it was a real night where people were out. And then we just had this group of us with cameras following us around, and everyone's like, what is going on? And we're just like, we're getting paid for this.
I recognize the bouncer out front of those clubs.
Oh yeah,
he's also, when I first moved to Laughing Vikings and got this space here on Queen Street, he was the bouncer mainly on the weekend at night below at Prohibition. So I'm like, is that him? Yeah, weird. Yeah.
I think he must be a bit of a Toronto icon, so they throw him in there.
I did know that he bounces at several places, so yeah, I think he's well known. That's amazing. So your like debut is Super Bowl. So what was that like? The classic thing for actors, especially with commercials, since there's so much airtime, probably more so than TV and film. Like you could be in a TV show or a film, and some people see it, but commercials just often get blasted. In a Super Bowl commercial, it's like the most watched commercial of all time. How many DMs and texts and emails did you get? Like, oh my God, you made it. You're really doing it. Like,
it was a lot. It was really nice. It was, I didn't realize that it would be everywhere. Like before I even saw it, my best friend messages me from a cab. She's like, you're in my cab. You're on the best screen. So they were already airing it. On those little cab ads. And then it was in a bar that my friend worked at. It was playing in the bathroom there on repeat. She's like, every time I go to the bathroom, I see your face.
Amazing.
It was kind of the jackpot of commercials. And yeah, it was sweet. It was a really nice, response from so many people in my life, and it's nice to know that people want you to be happy and successful and like celebrate with you. So yeah, it was great. It was my first real like, cool, this is possible, I can do this.
Did I see, there was a intimate scene there? Was that a little bar makeout scene?
Oh God, my grandmother saw that commercial, and I was like, everybody I've ever known in my life is watching me make out on national television.
No, they were watching you fall in love.
Yeah, we're still together.
Fall in love.
Should I bring him on? Hey,
it's interesting to watch that now post COVID, because you'd be like, oh, we got to make out in a commercial. Like, oh, I don't know about that. How much are you paying me?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great time. It was really like, all in all, it was a blast. And still in touch with some people like Daniel, such a hilarious dude.
Great. So when did you first, did we already ask this question? Do we go ahead, Brandon? Maybe
we went ahead.
So what we always like to know, when was the first time like you performed, either as a kid or in school? Like, what was the very first thing? If we just talked about your first paid gigs, what was your first like stage/acting experience?
I was a monkey in The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
and I just knew.
Tell us more. Continue.
Well, in my elementary school, they had each class play a certain part of the play, and it was one of those cool plays where the audience is in the middle and the story happens around them. Nice. So it would shift from Yellow Brick Road and The Witch, and then it would go to my class. I think I might have been in the second grade, and I remember us having to wear all brown and then wings because we were flying monkeys, and so we had our moment in the sun when it just turned around, when it was our turn, and I was a flying monkey.
All right. Well, something that we always do here is we make people just reenact it a little bit.
No.
So, oh yeah. Like it would be like, ee, ooh, ee. Brandon, how would you do it? I don't know.
I would try it. I'm hoping I got like flapping wings. and, like,
Imagine wings and then like a banana. I don't know. What do monkeys do? I mean, we all were.
they mostly throw shit. So
Yeah, it was a grade 2. She just came out and just whipped poop
Yeah,
at the
started
audience.
throwing shit.
Yeah, full method.
Wow. Yeah, very bold direction right there. They took their grade 2.
It was a very risque school production of The Wizard
It's
of
weird.
Oz.
They never let me come back.
Right. They just said, out, get out. And you're like, what? I'm a monkey.
I went screaming out.
You clawed some odd. I hear that monkeys sometimes will just claw someone's face right off, like they'll just rip their face right off. And you did that to a couple people.
I just went for it. That's what you got to do, guys.
Someone's
Commit.
someone's aunt lost their face at the grade 2 play of Wizard of Oz thanks to Kat. And then she knew. She was like, I love this. I love this. I get to throw my poop and scratch faces off. This is amazing.
This is the life for me.
I was just watching Park and Rec last night. I just started finally diving into it, and it was the flinging poop episode.
Nice. There you go. There's a theme
Having a lot
here.
of fun. She got like the top of the trash can to help shield her from it. This is a really
It's a very poop-centric episode. Yeah. Never happened before. Yeah.
First time for everything, Lars.
We're all adults. Come on. We all play make believe for a living, for real life. Yeah. All right. What's up next, Brandon? You got
So, Kat, you've done a lot of training over the years with several different schools, and what I'm most curious about is what has resonated with you and has stayed with you through the years. So, what training has really stuck with you?
It's a good question. You can get so much from different schools, from different coaches. And like so many other actors and coaches themselves will say, the best thing to do is explore different teachers and different trainings and different methodologies. So the one that I think I felt the most like I had the most growth in would probably be Strayon here in Toronto with Jock McDonald. That one, he essentially says, we're all working too hard. You're doing too much work. Like, it's great to do the background, to prepare your moment before, give your character a last name, a story, a history, and all that. I think he kind of operates from the assumption that we've already done all that work and put that into our training and our growth. But he says, ultimately, our only job as actors is to find the heart of the character. And to do that, just, read the script over and over and over and over and over again. Like, read it until it's like ingrained. And then you just find them. You start to walk like them. What would they wear? How do they brush their teeth? Just really find, channel where that character lives in you, that we have access to, what does he call it? Essentially, we have access to every different archetype of character. Subconsciously we can tap into that, and it's just kind of clearing everything else out of the way and tuning into that character. And then operating from there, when you're in that place, you can't forget a line because it just becomes real. And I felt so much growth. I watched such amazing growth and such beautiful scenes in that class, created by just talented, beautiful humans. And I think that's where I found my acting family here as well. We're all super tight. We're in each other's bubble. Yeah, I think Strayon's awesome. And now I'm with Raw, because it's good to try different things with Sophie and Rooney, who is freaking awesome. Just such a good soul and so kind. And my gosh, just the transformation I witnessed from doing an online workshop the past few weeks with her. Wow, the transformation I saw in people, the transformation I witnessed in myself, something I'm really finding in my work now is an effortlessness. which I think took me a really long time to get to. And something about training with her really sparked that. And those two schools, acting classes are awesome. Strayon and Raw.
Amazing.
Nice. Is there an exercise or like a small thing you do before every audition or performance that you do, just as a habitual thing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can you show us?
Yes, yeah. So I like to shake it out.
Yeah.
Shake it all out and let it all out, let the jitters out, and trust that if you're feeling those butterflies, that, you know, it's creative energy, so use it. And then centering. I like to center, take a deep breath, and I bring in my Reiki practices, and I'll channel in divine white light through the crown of your head and breathe it into your heart. Hold it there for 3 seconds, and then breathe it down through your root, through a column that goes to the center of the earth, and breathe it down to the center of the earth, and then breathe back in that grounding earth energy. Hold it in your heart space again for 3 breaths, 3 seconds, and then release it back through the crown of your head. And then I like to combine the two, and it's just this like grounded but open and connected, centered heart space that I like to play from.
Love it. Yeah, that's also, I literally did pretty much just that this morning as part of Tony Robbins' priming exercise.
Yeah, I want to hear all about that.
And Matt, his sort of spiritual teacher or healer teacher is Master Ko, who you can also look up to, and it's that similar. It's all just based on the idea of oneness. We're all one. We're all connected. There's a chi, or some people call it mana. Some people call it chi. Some people call it like this ethereal energy, and you channel it through you and then out towards others, to your heart, out towards others. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Yeah. And you feel powerful. You feel amazing. You feel happy. You feel joyful, but you also feel like all of the universe's energy is running through you and to you and out of you for other people. Cool. I like that. That's good.
That sums it up really, really eloquently. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. I like to rub my hands together and then place it on my heart, and then just step over the thresholds wherever that line is for me, and then just go into it, kind of thing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Are you hearing my cat right now? The other one?
Oh yeah, bring her up.
Luna, do you want to come say hi to people?
Those two
Her
techniques.
name's Luna as well. That's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, we both had, like, Lars has brought over his Luna, his dog Luna, to meet my cat Luna.
Luna and Luna.
So this is the other one. I have 7 more to bring on after this. No,
each cat will get their own introduction.
Yeah. How much time do we have? Yeah, she was born in my family's house. I've had her since because I had her mama, Bella. And yeah, so she's just like the best little sidekick. I love these guys.
Nice.
They're my mascots. Like your Luna's your mascot.
We'll make sure to get some screen grabs there of both Leo and Luna. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. And I can second that. I audited a class with Strayon, and I loved it. It's very theater based versus an on camera, like you're in a space, when at least the class that I audited was, and yeah, it was very visceral and very, it was very raw performances, which is also a shout out to Raw as well, where so that's great.
I didn't know you audited. That's cool.
Yeah, it was several years ago I audited. I ended up not at the timing wasn't right for me to join the classes for one reason, but I was really impressed and I was really moved by the work that I saw, and the exercise, the learning lines exercise was good, where you just pick it off the page with a scene partner. Yeah, versus some people are like I'm trying to memorize things, and it's like their technique of just getting it into your body and using your voice was cool.
Yeah, that's a game changer. That was such a game changer, because you're just given, for those who are not familiar with the reading exercise, you know, you have your script with your scene partner, and you don't put anything on the lines. You started out by reading it just neutrally, and you connect with your scene partner's eyes, you look at your script, you memorize as much as you can of the line, and then you look and connect again. You repeat what you can, and then look back if you need to, and just always reconnect. And then you read it again, excuse me, and then again. And then the characters start to emerge naturally without even having to try, because the story's there. It's like watching magic. It was one of the coolest experiences. I couldn't believe it took me that many years to witness it or experience it for myself. But then the lines are just in there.
Yeah, the interesting thing, I found it more so, I personally like going through a script and sort of making choices first. What I really liked about that exercise is I found it was a really good exercise in connection with the scene partner.
Yeah,
because it was very much message sent, message received. So it was like, say it, affect them, hear their line, be affected by it, glance down, pick up yours, deliver it, affect them. So I found it a really good connection with your scene partner. I personally would like normally my first time I'd like to have already made kind of some strong choices versus just trusting that it'll naturally. But I like that idea of just, it's kind of organic, so you find it out too. So, which kind of mentions to your thought of, it's like kind of different strokes, different folks. There's different teachers out there. You want to find someone that has some kind of system, something that's repeatable, something that you can follow, and something that's really all encompassing. But the bottom line is just needs to work for you. It's like, it's kind of when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You know, you find your people that you vibe with. So. Now, next part of this question/live here is we have a section called special skills. So we want to know, and these can be super random. Like these are like weird party tricks, or last week, Lucy Sanzi, she can burp on command. So Brandon, and so can Brandon. So I forced him to have a burp off. But do you have any weird special skills, random quirks, like stupid human tricks? What could go on your special skills acting resume? All right, let's see it. Bring it closer to the camera. Let's see it.
Oh, it's weird. It looks so weird.
Cool.
You got a trick thumb. Okay. So you
could just like roll it like that? That's awesome.
I don't know if you can see the tendon.
And it like
rolling over.
Wow. Nice.
That's the only part I can do it, and it's broken. No.
Oh God. Well, oh God. We broke Kat, Lars.
It's funny that you should mention that, because first of all, I think that's a great super skill, because here's how I see that could be playing out. You could be a dead body on the ground, and it's like you think you're dead, like someone's killed you, but then no, you just get like the little zombie twitch in your thumb, like and you just see a movement in your thumb, and then it spreads the rest of your body. Yeah. Well, as luck would have it, Kat, I have a very similar talent. I can do I don't really do it with my thumbs, but I do it with my.
Oh God!
I can do it here.
Oh God!
I can do it best on my left hand, but I can do it like that. And then, watch this. When I pop it, I can pop and lock here. Ready? Or I can kind of like pop them. There you go.
Oh my God. Oh, we're just a bunch of aliens, aren't we?
Yeah, look at me creeping you out. Like,
yeah.
Like, and then I can also go backwards. Like,
oh my gosh, look at that!
Oh wow!
I can almost grab.
Oh, that far back. Oh, Brandon, how far back is your hand?
Some like double jointed fingers. Yeah, look at that. What a fucking weirdo.
It's funny because I don't know which one you're talking about.
All of us, everyone do yours, Kat, and we'll get a nice screenshot of this. Like, look, yeah, if someone's just tuned in right now, they're like, what am I seeing?
Come to Laughing Vikings.
Yeah, do it now. I can climb brick walls with these fingers, just like.
Yeah, you must be a really good rock climber.
I mean, I haven't really done it enough to know, but you'd think so. Yeah. I've done like fake rock climbing indoors when you're like grabbing the nubs and stuff.
Yeah, that counts. I mean, I love that.
Right. Well, yeah, there you go. Well, shout out to double jointedness there. What a skill. That was I don't know who won, but
I think you in that one.
somebody write this script. The right role and the right script will come along for us. It'd be like writing the breakdown, like
He's the one.
lead heroine has a trick thumb, and lead male has wacky knuckles. Side
Knuckle
And
man.
then
And the
Brandon's
trick
there.
thumb girl.
and it'll be like and Brandon can burp on command. Throw it up, Brandon. Throw it up. Let's give. See? Wow, look at that.
Can't everybody?
It's a skill. No,
Sorry,
I
you
don't
do it
know
as
how
well,
to do it.
Sorry, I totally just
You can do it?
still not valid, and it is very valid.
I can't. I can't.
You can't.
I can't. No, I've never really mastered it. I can't say I've ever spent much time. I know I could sort of do it. I know there's some level of like you're sort of swallowing air, but I've never really like got it. If I had one, if I have one sort of brewing, I can let it out easily. But no, I don't. I'm not as skilled as you guys. Maybe I just haven't focused on it enough.
It just takes practice.
Yeah. Did you take a course or something?
Yes.
One of them online. Yeah, on Udemy.
Online burping course.
On Udemy. Yeah, Brandon, you'd be like, Brandon, give us down the barrel. Give us a masterclass intro, and this is my masterclass. Hi, I'm Brandon.
My name
Knox.
is Brandon Knox, and I am here to teach you a masterclass in how to burp on command.
Then rip it.
And really,
And
it hurts
this,
sometimes.
and this is my masterclass.
If you don't feel the pain, you're not doing it right.
I'm gonna write you a script called The Burpist.
Ooh.
I'll hold you to that.
Written by Shakespeare.
Like the artist. Written by Shakespeare.
The Tempest was originally supposed to be called The Burpist.
The Burpist. Yeah,
I didn't know
Prospero.
that. That is
True story.
Prospero controlled things not with fairies and nature and magic, but with his burps. All of his big monologues.
That's how he controlled Ariel and
Exactly.
what's his name?
That's how we called
Caliban.
them. That's how we called them. You'd be like, Caliban. Can you? Okay, wait. Say Caliban, but burp the Cal part.
Calib. I was actually thinking about that the other day because it's really hard to say words while you burp.
Right. So you got to.
You got really hard about it too. Like you actually spent time on that.
By the way, this is officially the stupidest conversation we've ever had on Laughing Vikings, but I love it. I'm going to just point out technically, I think you have to make sure that you burp on vowels that are the sound of a burp. So that's why, like Caliban. So pick a word, like say umbrella, but the is the burp, or the L is the burp.
Yeah, maybe L. Umbrella.
All right, we're way off the rails.
We're going too far.
Right. Or you're loving this, or you are loving this. And by the way, if you are loving this, that means you're probably either watching live on Facebook or YouTube, or maybe you're streaming it on any of the podcast platforms. And if you are and you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that already. And especially on YouTube and the podcast platforms. You want to get us.
People at home were just trying to burp.
Try at home. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
you know how to burp?
send us a video of you trying to burp on camera.
Send us. Yeah, DM us or tag us at Laughing Vikings. If you want to make up a hashtag, you can do that. Hashtag burp challenge. Hashtag LV burp. LV burp off. And
but I'd like to see where people are able to burp in the word umbrella.
Umbrella.
I would like to see if it's different for everybody.
Try all three. Can you burp on all of the vowels?
It's showing your skill set as a performer.
Now sing it like Rihanna, under my umbrella. Not only can I not burp,
Oh God. Okay. Maybe let's not do that.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, so sorry. Brandon,
Yeah, we've already lost like 3 watchers already.
Brandon, remember that episode where Brandon vomited while trying to burp Brianna's umbrella?
Just
What
like
were you
hanging it
guys
on.
doing?
Keep
like-
going.
It'd be like
Keep going.
it started out as such an inspiring episode with Kat's story of like redemption, and then
Heroism,
just
and then it
devolved into
eventually
a
just
burp
ends up
fest.
to burps and poops
Hey,
and farts.
Everything is everything.
Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Yeah, you might have a burp
Well
off at
said.
a funeral, right? The most dramatic, heartbreaking time of your life, and somebody burps, and it's all hilarious.
Honestly, after one of my very good friends' fathers passed away, the night of his funeral, the sons had a fart off, and it was kind of the most beautiful way to honor his memory.
In
It was
his honor.
strangely, like healing and connecting, and just I don't know, in honor of their death.
Beautiful. It's
True story.
beautiful.
Actually, a true
Yes.
story.
It's lovely.
Love you, Keith.
Keith. Shall we, in his honor?
No,
Come on.
I think
Put
you
your
gotta be
money
part of
where
the
your mouth
family.
is. If you really loved him, you'd do it.
All right, name
We'll
alone.
save it. We'll save it. We'll save it. All right.
And we're back to potty. It's funny. We keep circling back to like potty. talk.
Gosh. Yeah, totally. We do.
The three
It's
of
just
us.
a natural course of life, Kat. It's
Right? Yeah.
part of the cycle.
So tell us, now that we know so much about you, we should maybe let people know one of the ways that we came into knowing each other was here at Laughing Vikings. So you started, when did you first started coming to Laughing Vikings?
That's a good question. What, like 3 years ago now, maybe?
Must be. Yeah, I feel like you were fair. You weren't like first wave OG, but you were like pretty OG. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like I've been there for a couple transformations of the studio and watched it grow and evolve. I think that, I remember I had a last minute self-tape that I needed to submit, and I just put out a blast on Facebook, and a ton of people, mutual friends of yours and I's were like Laughing Vikings, Laughing Vikings, Laughing Vikings. And I checked it out, and I love that I love how many time options you have. It helps so much. It just takes the pressure off. That from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. it just what works best for the actor. And then you go in, and it's this super welcoming, positive environment. I feel like I've done some of my best work at Laughing Vikings. It's just, it's fun and it's safe. And then it just created it blossomed into this beautiful new friendship as well. And then,
now we're having burp competitions and fart offs and doing weird things with our fingers. Who would have known?
I think I messed my thumb up.
Yeah, I you did. Yeah, you sprained it. You live. I sprained my thumb on live podcast today. It's the first. You got injured. You just got injured podcasting. Come on, Kat. It's very physical. It's a very physical podcast. I love that you mentioned the vibe here too, and that's something I always have been very conscious of that, and I'm conscious of that everywhere I go. The vibe, like just the mood and energy, and I feel it just helps if you have a positive and playful. Like it should be fun, and it should be positive, and it shouldn't feel sterile. It shouldn't feel like it shouldn't feel like a library, like where you go like, oh my God, I gotta be quiet because I'm in a studio. And I've always I would often in the early days, and even still, I'll open the door and just walk in and see what's in my sight lines, where things are on the wall, so that if you're coming here for the first time, what's the first thing that you see? We have tradition of clapping people in and clapping people out. Hey, there she is.
Mindset.
It feels more fun. It feels fun to clap people and announce people, and we got all kinds of positive stuff here on the walls. So it's great. We have fun, and now we have a bidet, so we're just constantly up leveling around here. And one of my favorite things of all time was at one point, 3 actor friends of mine and regulars here at Laughing Vikings at the time were cast in the same thing. The 3 of you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about me. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah. So do you want to explain that story? What it was for? That was wedding planners, yeah.
For wedding planners, yeah. I actually auditioned for a different project by the same studio, and it was my first ever audition at Laughing Vikings as a bride, and
Right.
I'm feeling really, really good about it, and never heard back about that project. And then I got a direct booking on a studio's new TV show. They offered me a direct booking for a show called The Wedding Planners, which was awesome. And then one of the other bridesmaids in that show, she came into Laughing Vikings and also auditioned there, I believe, right?
Two others, Laura Silovitz and Emma Leishram. All three of you. So you guys got like a still or like on-set pictures. I think I saw you guys post it.
Right.
Now I don't know that they did that you all did your auditions here at the thing, but it was like three of our regulars that were all in one scene. Was just hilarious for me to see. It was one of my favorite moments to be like, oh, I know all of them and they're all doing it at once.
They're all awesome. I love those girls.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. So yeah, check out The Wedding Planners and you'll see Laura Silovitz, Emma Leishram, and Kat all in one shot.
That's fine. It's such a small serendipitous.
Yeah, it was great.
World. Like good. Jade, when I just worked on the 48-hour film challenge with Jade last year, and you came up, and he's like, "I love that guy."
Oh, nice. Yeah, I did. I had a role in one of his features last year. Like it's been maybe 2 years ago. I lost track of time. How long ago? I feel like COVID year was like 10 years. So I know
time's irrelevant at this point.
17 years ago, I once did something. Yeah. Yeah, this is. I'm 411. We should move along here and do a couple things we wanted to do before we close it out here. I know, Kat, you said your family's in town as well.
Yeah.
They're coming to visit you.
Yeah.
Where do they live? Where are you from?
So I'm from Toronto. I'm born and raised in Toronto while having dual citizenship with Bulgaria. So I'm also a European citizen and have been going back and forth my whole life. But my parents a couple of years ago moved to Niagara Falls, which is a really nice, peaceful area there. And it's always like a little vacation going and checking out the butterfly conservatory there and going to the falls and just, yeah, it's really nice. But they come into the city.
Sounds like a Hallmark movie itself.
Oh, yeah.
We always joke like Niagara on the Lake is just a living Hallmark movie.
And like we wrote a little Hallmark script.
Yeah, what's his name? Old man. Who's the
Krabby McPants or something?
Yeah, Old Man Krabby is the old factory owner. Yeah.
Your uncle saves the day with his cookie factory.
For the bake sale. Yeah, we had to raise money to save the butterfly conservatory.
Right.
That was it. Old Man Krabby wanted to knock down the butterfly conservatory to make room for his box factory. I think, was it a box factory or maybe it was a chemical factory? So then
I mean, we've got to have the screenshot somewhere, but we're also giving away our ideas for free right now. So we should.
Right, that's fine. There's a dime a dozen. Yeah. It's all in the execution, but
that's true.
And then we saved the day with a bake sale, Christmas bake sale, if I recall.
Of course, it is our life's mission to save Christmas.
Right. That's how you do it.
And yeah, so. My parents are they're coming into the city, and I'm gonna go shopping with my mom because the store's open again.
Wow!
Yeah, we've got some cards for Homes from HomeSense from Christmas that we saved. That Christmas that we saved. So we're gonna go spend those HomeSense gift cards and be in a store and be under fluorescent lighting and have some retail therapy. Like that's gonna feel new.
Sounds delightful. Yeah. Well, we don't want to keep you too much longer, so we'll start wrapping up. We wanted to give a shout out to an event that we're involved in. Laughing Vikings is the gold sponsor for an upcoming event this weekend called the Movie Expo. Who one of the creators is an actor friend of ours, Taz Garcia. And you want to just roll the clip, Brandon, and just teach people a little bit more about the Movie Expo coming up March 20th and 21st. Hit it.
Ready? And
Welcome to the 2021 Movie Expo, where you'll connect with thousands of industry professionals from around the world. Featuring a live virtual trade show, online networking, and great deals and discounts on industry products and specials. Experience an online event unlike any other. Join this year from the comfort of your home. Everyone can now get a chance to learn from the industry's best and brightest. With over 30 expert speakers and 20-plus hours of industry panels that you can attend live online. All panels will be available to stream at a later date, so you won't miss a thing. Visit exhibitors' booth virtually. Have your favorite foods delivered to your doorstep and connect with attendees in our virtual rooms. You can even pitch your script ideas to our industry professionals. $1.7 million in option scripts at last year's Movie Expo. Hurry, pitch sessions are limited. Get the industry secrets and learn how pros got started. Daily surprise booth drives for the highest booth visitor. Enjoy special performances from all across the globe at our closing award show. Mark your calendars for March 20 and 21st from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Exhibit hall passes are free. Get your free exhibit hall passes today at movie-expo.com. So what are you waiting for? Get your event passes today. Register by visiting movie-expo.com/event-info. Get ready to experience Movie Expo 2021 online.
Nice.
Cool.
So that's this weekend, this Saturday, March 20th and Sunday 21st, 10 to 8. And don't worry if you're like, oh, I already got something planned. For anyone who buys the full weekend pass to access all of the panels, you can, I believe you get 1 month access afterwards. So if you're going to miss some of them, or if you want to pick and choose and not be there for the full day, then you get a month's access. If you use code MXLV20, you get 20% off tickets. So anyone listening or watching, if you listen to this in time or watch it in time, log on and grab a ticket. And you can access, basically the way to explain it is, think of any job involved in any aspect of making a movie, and there's going to be someone sort of from that department who's doing it at a Hollywood professional level, and they're going to talk about their experiences and sort of some coaching, some guidance, some panel discussions. It was amazing. I went to it a couple years ago, and now they've switched to virtual. But I got good news for you and Kat. Is Brandon and Kat, if you guys are available and you'll accept them as a gold sponsor, they dished us some free passes. So I know a guy, and that guy is me, and I got free passes.
Hey, I know that guy.
So congratulations if you will accept. You guys got free passes to the Movie Expo this weekend.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Oh,
There
thank
you go.
so much.
There you go. Coming your way. And for the rest of you, use MXLV20 for 20% off. And yeah, you guys get them. You guys are both session directors. For those that don't know, Brandon and Kat have been running sessions here at Laughing Vikings and also virtually in and out of the pandemic here. So if you book online, you can do a Zoom session with Kat or Brandon. And Brandon's also doing sessions here at the Stewed as well. If you're just either tired of me or you want to work with someone else, work with Brandon and Kat. They're both amazing. So hit them up, and you can do that at laughingvikings.com. But check out Movie Expo. Brandon, you want to close us out with a little fun?
Well, I'm actually going to close this out with an inspirational quote of the week, just because we don't have as much time.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to play the video for our inspirational quote of the week.
So I would like to share with you just 3 cardinal rules of my ability and longevity. 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
And that is our quote of the week.
Wow. Who was that?
That was Andre DeShields. That was when he won the Tony for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical for Hadestown. He played Hermes in that production. From what I've heard of it, it is fantastic, and you should check it out. It's a great blues musical, fantastic music, fantastic score, and very well done by him.
And
very well done by him.
His quote was, "Surround yourself by people whose eyes light up when you come in the room." So look, guys, am I doing it?
Hey,
Brandon, Kat, it's good to see you on Zoom.
It's kind of
right.
And slowly is the best way to get to where you want to be. And I think all three of us have really experienced the hardships of the grind. And like, we've all had our doubts, we've all had our struggles, but we keep pushing through. Kat, especially you with the coma, and like, you've pushed through that. You've gotten back to where you were before, and like, you're better than that. You're better than you were before it all happened. If I'm not speaking for you.
No, I mean, I think so. I think life experience builds character and gives you a good perspective and grounds you and makes you more grateful and appreciative. So for sure.
Slow and steady wins the race. And it's that age-old quote of the 20-year overnight success, or Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hours to become an outlier. It's everyone puts in the time. Yeah, there's this flash in the pan, but really it's set a 20-year plan and then just go to work. So I think it's a combination of that long-term patience plus as much massive action, like full commitment, take classes, do all the networking, do all the things, take voice, take movement, watch movies, read movies, talk about movies, like do all the things you can possibly do, but also have the patience to just trust that your life's going to work out long-term.
Yeah, like maybe you have to meet destiny halfway.
Right.
Yeah. And with the third one, I really love the imagery of the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So keep climbing and like keep pushing yourself to do better, to keep trying new things, to take a yoga class and try that, or become a Zumba instructor like Kat is, or try stand up, or try so many different things to keep yourself motivated and keep yourself pushing to that next level, because you can achieve that.
I'm actually really glad you said sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm really glad that you said the Zumba thing, because I honestly did it because I had trouble projecting my voice before when I'd walk into an audition room. Like, I felt like it was blocked, and I just needed to just blow open that throat chakra for all my people that know what that is. But it was like blocked. And if you're a Zumba instructor or any kind of a teacher, coach, if you have to fill a room with your presence and your voice, like, my God, does that help you build confidence and help you feel like you can command a room and walk into a room and walk into an audition and connect with the casting directors and have your voice project. And honestly, that's why I became a Zumba instructor.
What's something that you would say in a Zumba room? Like, if you just popped up and Brandon and I had tuned in for your Zumba class right now instead of an episode of Laughing Vikings Live, what would we hear from you?
Oh, I think I would honestly, I'd say welcome. And have everybody take a deep breath and ground before getting into the workout, and to have fun.
And Zumba's dance to what kind of music? Is it Latin music? It's like aerobics music, dancing?
Kinda. Let's see that again. What?
I did this.
Yeah, it's that.
This.
That's what I taught. Yeah. You guys are naturals.
Right.
Just like a roll.
I love the getting back to the mountain and then the other mountain. I love the visual of a guy just he's worked so hard and he's just like finally to the top. And it's like, oh fuck. Guys, this isn't the top. And then I think once you get used to it, but the first time, I think that's a good analogy too, because I think a lot of people have had that experience where they think they're doing the one thing that's gonna make them, and then they get there and they're like, okay, now what? There's more to do here. And then they're like, okay, I guess now I gotta go there. I also love the comedy. It reminds me of that Simpsons episode when who's Rainier Wolfcastle is showing Homer. Remember, he's whipping him into shape, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna climb this mountain," and he's like, "No, that one," and he's like,
"Oh yeah,
no, that one, that one." Remember?
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah. But they did it like 6 times. They're like, that one, that one.
That's kind of what acting's like.
Yeah, and just on top of that one, yeah. Blast to the max. It was the applesauce power sauce episode.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's OG. Well, that reminds me of have you both read Think and Grow Rich?
No.
Lars, I think are you pulling up the book? Yeah. That's so funny. That one. I'm a joke. But the first chapter talks about oh my god, my cat's going crazy. The first chapter talks about the real life story of a man who bought a gold mine, and he dipped all of his savings, all of his family savings. He dedicated his life's work to finding the gold in this mine, and he went bankrupt. And it's like he kind of like destroyed his life, it seems, in the attempt to try to get to this gold. And then he's like, "That's it. I can't do it anymore. I give up." And he sold it. And then the person that bought the mine within like a week or something struck gold. And it was just such a good analogy for like, you might give up. If you give up, you might be giving up like 3 feet away from gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't give up. If you know there's gold there, if you believe in the gold, like keep on mining. And then he actually eventually ended up it was a happy ending for both, because he ended up becoming a multimillionaire in another way. It was just always his destiny, I guess. But he had to share his story with the world, because he was just a few feet away from gold and he sold the gold mine. So if you're an actor and you know you're an actor and you know that's your destiny and it's what makes you happier than anything else in the world, don't give up before you strike your gold.
That's great.
All the feels. Oh my god. Yeah.
The wisdom Cat spitting right now.
Don't give up. There's gold in them thar hills. Do not give up. Just keep doing it. Figure out a different way. Maybe try something different. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. But try a window, try a door, try the back door, try something new. Usually it means you got to become something more. Like if you're not getting what you want, it usually means you're not the person that you need to be to have that stuff. I've found, anyways.
Maybe he needed to get,
maybe just needed a better digging machine
to be able to get through the wall.
Sharper shovel.
Yes. Right? Needed to sharpen his skills. Yeah.
Couple buddies. Maybe you give us some pizza and some beer to some of your buddies. Here, grab a shovel. There might be gold behind here. I'll give you a percentage. Right?
You need to collaborate.
Build a team. Yes. Yeah. Maybe that was the problem. He was digging it all for himself, and the other guy just went and like rented a drill or something. Who knows? You gotta read the book. Read the book. Ask Napoleon Hill for the details. I don't know the details, but the message is there. All right, we gotta bring this one to a close. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit us up on all Man, I gotta get it cleanly here. Make sure to hit us up. Podcast. Make sure to hit Podcast. Make sure to hit us up on all podcast networks and all podcast networks. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can watch us live on Facebook. We do this pretty much every Monday, as we like to call it. Monday Fun Days. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at Laughing Vikings. And if you haven't gotten your freebies already, go to laughingvikings.com/links and you can get free comedy tickets. You can get a free album. You can get free audition sessions and links to a free acting workshop. And be sure to hit up Kat. Kat, where should they hit you up? Instagram?
Instagram, at Katerina Maria.
There it is, right there. It's
at the bottom of the screen right now.
At Katerina. Katerina? Katerina Katerina Maria.
Catalina wine mixer.
Catalina. All right. And everyone say goodbye with their quirky fingers. Yes.
Thank you guys so much for having
Thank
me.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
You
No, you hang up. No, you
Hang out.
no, you hang up.